Oh, hello, this is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. USDA have a recommendation of the portion of vegetable that each one of us should consume daily. However, only less than about 15% of Americans actually meet this minimum daily requirements. For many years, I was one of them. I also realized that how important vegetable to our diet. But for many years, I just don't know how to do it until about 5-6 years ago, I developed my fast cooking system. Now I'm able to consume far more than actually above the daily requirements. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate of my fast cooking system using this vegetable medley dish that contains 5 different vegetables. Okay, let's go into the kitchen and get started. I have a couple of friends who are vegetarians. When I first met them, probably about 20 years ago, when they told me that they're vegetarians, my first thought is that how could people just eat vegetables and nothing else? During that period of time, all the food that I eat are mainly fast food and processed food, and I did not cook very much at all. And like most people, I just don't think vegetable could be tasty at all. And then about 10 years ago, when I approached my retirement, I remember I went for the physical exam. The doctor told me that, well, first of all, you are pre-diabetic, and then you are also hypertensive. You need to change your diet. He said you need to find a way to eat what is good for you, as well as something that you enjoy. So now I am eating a lot of vegetables, but cooking vegetables is not as easy as you think. It certainly takes a little bit more energy, time, and effort than just break out a frozen pizza and stick it into the oven. At the same time, it is not as difficult as most people imagine. And the most important thing that you need is that you must have a system to cook them. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to cook a vegetable medley with 4 different kinds of vegetables that include carrot, French beans, Brussels sprouts, and red onions. Oh, I actually forget, this could be 5 vegetables. I'm going to add some mushroom a little bit later. So in this video, I'm going to tell you a little bit about what I call my fast cooking system. Now, the word FAST is the acronym for flavor chasing, advanced prepping, stir frying, and template-based cooking. Using these 4 different aspects, you can achieve a home cooking that is practical, efficient, and creative. Not to mention that they are going to taste great. Well, the ultimate goal, of course, as my doctor said to me, I need to eat something that is good for me. And what is good for you is that you need to eat food that is whole food. And secondly, you need to eat food that interests you, that you enjoy. And then you need to eat food that is low in calorie. And lastly, that food that has a lot of diverse ingredients. So I just added the 5th ingredient, which is portobello mushroom, to the wok. So let me right here talk about the stir frying as one of the attributes of my fast cooking system. Now through stir frying, you are able to cook food very fast. A stir fry is a great technique. It's not only flexible, but it generates great flavor because when you fry food, it creates flavor molecule at that oil temperature, which is somewhere between 300 to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. On top of that, with stir frying, you can combine frying and with steaming. As you can show here, like after I fry the vegetables, I now steam the vegetable with some water in the wok. This will allow you to control the texture of the ingredients to the doneness that you want. If you want them to cook less, you can do that. If you want them to cook more, a little bit more tender, you can do that as well. Even though I use the wok in here, you might say that, well, this is just Chinese or Asian cooking, but that's not the case at all, because you can adjust the flavor of the dish no matter the way you like it. In here, I use a typical Asian approach. I use some oyster sauce followed by some hoisin sauce. But you could have use any other type. You can use a hot spicy sauce, you can use cumin, you can use many different seasoning approach to create the kind of flavor that you like. And I call this a fusion approach. And what you are doing is that you continue to look for the flavor you love and enjoy. And so this attribute of my cooking system is flavor chasing. Now, one of the fundamental aspects of my cooking system is advanced prepping. Now, you notice that I have 5 different ingredients to go into this vegetable medley. Once I have decided what I want to use in this dish, all I need to do is to go to the refrigerator and find the ingredients that have been already cut up and stored in plastic container, and they are ready to be used right away. Through advanced prepping, I just have my ingredients prepped once a week, usually in the beginning of the week. I spend maybe 2 hours to cut everything up and store them in the refrigerator. I will use them every day to cook a meal for the next 6 or 7 days. So the end result is that the time that I put in the beginning really increase the efficiency the time when I have to cook. So instead of spending 1 hour to 1.5 hours to prep the ingredient and then to cook the meal, all I need is about 10 or 15 minutes to cook the meal. Finally, the last aspect of my cooking system is template-based cooking. Instead of following recipes, I use a general template that will guide me through the cooking process. And once I understand the template, I have no recipes to follow. I make adaptations, I make substitutions, I make modifications to the template based on what I have on hand and based on what I would like to have in terms of flavor-wise. I can cook anything I want without that restriction. So as you can see in this dish, I use green bean, but I could have easily substituted with broccoli. I could have substituted the Brussels sprout with cauliflower. So there are many ways you can cook the same template but create different variations. The end result is that you can create many dishes using vegetables that are both interesting and delicious. So okay, let's take a look at nutritionally. How does this dish stack up? First of all, there are 5 ounces of Brussels sprouts for 61 calories. There are 5 ounces of French beans for 45 calories. There are 3 ounces of carrots for 35 calories. There are 2 ounces of red onion for 23 calories. And there are 3 ounces of portobello mushroom for 19 calories. With the total caloric content from the vegetables at 183 calories. With the remaining calories come from the cooking oil and the sauces. So the entire dish, the total calorie is 253. In fact, this dish is large enough for my wife and I to split it. We are going to eat it with rice. We will share between us 6 ounces of rice. This will bring the total calorie of the meals to 475 calories for both of us. This will give individual of 237 calories for the meal. Honestly, we do not feel hungry after eating it, partly because of the different types of vegetables in the dish. It results in faster satiation. Also, because of the vegetable in this dish are high in dietary fiber, it makes us feel full. It is definitely better than eating a salad because the meal is warm and comforting. About several years ago, one of my friends was diagnosed with an autoimmune disorder. In addition to take medications to suppress the inflammation, the doctor also advised her to consume a high vegetable diet. At that time, she came to me and she said, I really don't like vegetables at all, and I don't know how this is going to work. She also told me that she would not want to eat salad for the rest of her life. So I showed her this system, and she really liked it. and since then she has been eating a lot of vegetables. She used to be some sort of a meat and potato type of person, but now she loves vegetables and she hardly eats meat anymore. Since meat is pro-inflammation, whereas vegetable is anti-inflammation, this definitely worked very well in managing her autoimmune disorders. Well, another wonderful benefit of moving on to this vegetable-centric diet, she also lost about 60 pounds. I was extremely happy to see the response in her. If you enjoyed this video, please click like, subscribe, and share. I'll see you next time.